Fading slowly, just our bodies laying side by side, sinking till we're halfway underground. It's not over, pull me closer, don't let go, not now. This emptiness is more than I can bear. Would you leave it all behind? Rewind, rewind. Would you take me back in time to find peace of mind? Would you leave it all behind? 'Cause I can't keep going like this, never catch a grip. Would you leave it all behind? Rewind. Would you leave it all behind? Cause I can't keep going like this, never catch a grip. Would you leave it all behind? Rewind. Would you leave it all behind? Where did we get lost in this? Those summers I do miss, when we were just two kids without a hitch. As soon as our feet hit the ground, we're running out this town. 'Cause we both know there's more to life than this. Would you leave it all behind? Rewind, rewind. Would you take me back in time to find peace of mind? Would you leave it all behind? 'Cause I can't keep going like this, never catch a grip. Would you leave it all behind? Rewind. Would you leave it all behind? Cause I can't keep going like this, never catch a grip. Would you leave it all behind? Rewind. Would you leave it all behind?
There you go. Turn on for the town.
I'm not invisible to you. Do my eyes speak true? My soul's so in touch with yours tonight. Won't let my head take flight. We could leave this space, freedom ours to chase. What if I escape with you? 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 is it just a fantasy? 'Cause the unknown's pulling me. We could leave this space, freedom ours to chase. What if I escape with you?
Everybody get come around with the everybody get down. That's right, that's right. Everybody get down. Everybody get down. That's right.
This shit fucking hard, bro.
Everybody get down. That's right, that's right. Everybody get down. Everybody get down. That's right.
I'm sorry to everybody else. I gotta go after that.
All right. Let me make sure everything sounds good. Hello, and hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Hallelujah Seasonal. It's your boy City. We have a match today. We have a match today against ESPT versus the Circle on Kharkov. I am not alone. Yeah, once again. I was slotted for this, but there wasn't a second language for this, so I brought on my buddy Atrocity. Atrocity, how you doing, brother?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Atrocity plays on the same team that I play. We play for TL, so
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Sunday, a bunch of games just happened during the weekend, but today we have ESPT versus the Circle. Atrocity. ESPT gonna be on the Axis, and the Circle are playing the Russian faction.
Yep.
Any thoughts
Wow.
on just
My thoughts?
Kharkov or just the
Yeah.
teams in general?
ESPT definitely got the better side.
Yes.
Axis versus Russians is just so rough. Better tanks, better infantry loadouts in my eyes,
Yeah.
and ESPT just has, really good infantry that they're gonna be able to capitalize on that.
Oh yeah. MG spots. Oh my god.
Oh
I
yeah. Oh yeah.
can't
And especially
imagine.
if they play left side map lineups, they're gonna have that little hill just to play off of in the back. Or even if it's like they're back, fourth and fifth are on left side and it's mid St. Mary, you're gonna have some tanks shooting up from the side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting. The map is gonna start changing here. I do want to say that we do have double maps going on, so let's just test that out real quick. Okay, that's not how it's supposed to look. Let me.
Oh no.
Did it just not want to work anymore?
I don't know. I have my map up.
Hold on, let me. What in the world? Okay, so we will have to adjust this in a second here. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on. I think it does work. Hold on.
Okay.
Maybe I'm tripping, but we have a match. We have. I think you're joining GCOS. I'm joining where is Father Pig? So Father Pig is prep. Gonna join. Rifle. Go right spawn. Just I would spawn on the far right Atrocity. So this is this
absolutely.
your first cast by yourself? I mean,
Yeah, this is
well,
my first gas. Well, with anybody.
I'm driving.
all right. So go ahead and open up your map. Sorry guys for the technical
Yeah.
difficulties. We're gonna fix this right now. So I'll go to this scene. It's like rookie hour for me. So display. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I think I can fix this. Wow, this whole game is like starting.
Alright, well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go around and try and look and see what the setup is looking like.
Okay, so open up your map real quick.
Yeah,
Perfect. We've got it
awesome.
fixed.
So as we
So-
see, it's a
Yeah.
lineup on the left side of the map. This is gonna be a real rough fight for the circle here.
All right, let me just go back to casting. All right, so Kharkov, we've got a minute. We are going to. We're gonna see how everybody gets up in line. It's only fair to show both sides. So if we show the double map, you can see what's going on here. If my double map works, there you go. So Atrocity, could you zoom out a little bit? There you go. Looks like everybody's kind of stacking in the middle. Tanks going on the left side. Outlook river crossing for ESPT on the Axis side and Watermill. For your side, Bitter Spring and Marshtown. I'm not sure if there's gonna be any truck snipes or anything like that, but
So it does look like the circle has a light tank up in C1 that's kind of up here on this back hill
right.
that has a really good view. I imagine they're going to try and get at least 1 or 2 trucks with that.
All right. Well, let's see. We'll get this. We'll get this. All right, so we have a game. Oh, a truck.
Yeah.
Supply truck goes down for
Yeah,
ESPT.
so that's the light tank that's set up there in that C1 area.
All
I'm just
right.
going to kind of hover over here mid cap. See what that's looking like.
I do have the highlights on. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. This is ESPT versus the Circle, and I have my boy Atrocity with me today. Hopefully it'll be a good match, right, Atrocity?
Absolutely. I'm definitely looking forward to the tank engagements that we're going to see here, or at least hopefully see here.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely going to be a slog for the infantry if they don't get into the correct positions right away.
Right. Another thing too, with just my opinion, I think to the key to holding Watermill. Oh, a truck does go down from the
Yep,
Circle.
so another goes down.
But St. Mary is gonna be a key area too. Like it's almost like that Pierre's AA network hold, right? Because
Yeah.
St. Mary, you have the high side of the east of this map.
Yeah, so I'm looking here at St. Mary, and they got, 3-4 squads just pushing. The SPT didn't put much over here for now. They're just not popping up, so.
Yeah, they've definitely got 2 OPs over there, but looks like they are stacking the cap right here. You can hear the Lukes going fucking ham right now. Recon tank
ooh.
does go down.
Yeah.
You can see TL Joe Bethers, the commander for the Circle.
And then you have the Circle's medium here up on the eastern side. Where's their medium at?
So ESPT, they've got a AT gun in C8. The medium is on the eastern side, next to that little house
Okay.
Like the E6.
Yeah.
So you can see them right here, just on my screen. It's a nice little kite
Oh, I
spot.
see it now. Yeah.
Right now, the cap progress is going to ESPT. It looks like they've got a lot more people in somewhat cap sector. I mean, 3 LPs.
Yeah.
The Gary system.
So it looks like.
What's up? No, go ahead.
No, so ESPT looks like they just flooded cap, trying to get that first. You know, as you can tell, looking at it, you know, Circle put a lot into the town itself, and the whole point of just trying to wrap around and, you know, cut them off.
Oh yeah. So the cap is about to go in favor of ESPT here. I want to see if the Circle are ready to reset those OPs. So let's go ahead and take a look at the map right after cap. If it works. Oh, it does not work. Oh my god, dude.
Oh
I
no.
hate this. Hold on. Give me 1 second. It'll work like this. Okay, there you go. Alright. So we've got our Gary all the way up in G5 for ESPT already. Kind of that whammo Gary. How's it looking for?
So it looks like they only have 3 garrisons right now on the front line. They don't really have much when it comes to their defenses.
Right.
They definitely don't have anything tracked in that supply truck coming in on that right side.
Right. Alright. Not too bad. It looks like they're just gonna probably clear out sector. Another nice little feature that I have for you guys today is the Circle's kill feed. So if you guys look on the top right, it is a kill feed that's live straight for you guys. I've kind of condensed it a little bit so it's not obstructing the view, but I hope you guys enjoy it, and it's brought to you by source code and excuse me of the Circle. They put in some time. They have it on their only on their servers, but I have a little video on my Twitch just talking to source code himself, explaining what it is, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. 122, a lot of time left in this match. Atrocity. I mean, what's the plan? What do you think the Circle has to do? ESPT, they've got G5 Gary, that's green. F3 Gary, that's green. So they're gonna eventually put some pressure on it, man.
Yeah, so I'm looking at that, and Circle really just needs to get some more garrisons up here in the back, just kind of act as sensors, see if there's any pushes coming in, because you can only imagine that they're looking at their map and going, you know, half of it to the west is just not tracking anything.
Right.
They're putting some good pressure. They're still kind of like encircling them on the hard point, but they got to do something to where, you know, like you pointed out, they got some stuff in the back line.
Yeah,
we
bro.
Clear that out.
I'm not
Otherwise,
sure.
you're gonna have to pull everyone back and just go on defense and lose ground that way.
Right. It does look like Corporate Slave. He is the SL that's playing whammo. I think he gets stuck at a little bridge on the crossing, but this medium tank is still alive. The Panzer IV is just out there in the distance where you could see it right there behind the house. I think they're trying to duel each other, but if this medium, what is it, a T-235? I don't know my Russian tanks.
The medium for the Russians,
Yeah.
the T-34.
T-34 is in the pits of that frozen river. If you look at it
Oh yeah,
on the
I'm
map.
just now seeing it.
But if he peeks out, he's either gonna get AT gunned or hit by
Ooh.
that.
Already just came down on it on repairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they still got their recon up. I'm surprised that hasn't gone down. It's pretty much up there on the open. Got that medium there. They do have an IS coming in, so we'll see if that can help them kind of push in. But
Yeah. No heavy yet for ESPT. They do have it spawned on the left, but it's not that bad. I do see a little contestment on and some cap progress for Watermill. So now it looks like the Circle is stacking the hard cap. So you could see on my screen that they've got 4 OPs in the F column in the red zone.
Yeah, and ESPT did this really well. They capped it by putting everybody on, hard cap,
Right.
and now they're flexing all their infantry over to St. Mary, and we're kind of seeing the circle not have as much ground over there. So they're just flexing so well.
Right. Now the second point is Bitter Spring. Let's go ahead and open up the double maps here to
Yeah.
see how everything looks. So on my screen you can see the garrison network for ESPT. They've got control of St. Mary and the above. They've even built the AT gun with the Knowles and Spitfire looking at Marshtown. So maybe they're looking in this C1, C2 area for like AT guns or like a long range tank.
Yeah, and they definitely have one up here, like AT gun wise, back in front of Marshtown,
Right.
kind of up by that windmill. They no longer have that tank back up in the corner, so it's not like there's any sort of other long range shelling
Right.
other
Right.
than Artie. What I really want to see is Circle coming in with a garrison around that F3 sector.
Right.
Kind of similar where ESPT has their garrison, and kind of pushing off of that, because they definitely have to set up a front there, otherwise they're just going to get wrapped around like we talked about earlier.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely. I don't think they recognize that. Maybe they do know that there are people in F3, but we've already got a nice flanking Gary on the north side of Bitter Springs. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but you can see like one guy spawning on it. But we'll get back into the action here.
So I'm seeing that they have their IS back here, which honestly it looks like it's about to get satcheled. And did it? It looked like it.
Or is it
Yep,
right
it's
here?
satcheled right now. Back here on that OP behind Bitter Springs.
So that is.
So that's
Arnie's. Pollo
Yeah.
got the satchel on.
Pollo got the satchel on it on the left track, so it's gonna be rough for them. Losing your first heavy like this
Yeah.
in back lines.
It really like sets you back, right? I mean, you
Oh, yeah.
play tank for our team.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm the driver for Dew's tank, and man,
It's
you get one of your crews that comes up like that first heavy, and you get satcheled right away. There's definitely going to be some back and forth between your infantry and whatnot,
yeah.
going, "Hey, how did this happen?"
Like, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
So, a little cap progress going on to the midpoint here, but now with Pollo being in the actual, well, he's pretty close to the cap circle, and just basically, there's not too many people for the circle back over
Yeah,
here.
so it looks like he's actually in the circle, is he not? Might be mistaken. No, he's not.
Yeah, he's like damn near borderline.
Yeah,
Is
so
he
you
next
got
to like a Gary or
Maori.
anything?
I think they took down that Gary, because there
okay.
was one there earlier. Oh, what just blew
What?
up back here? A truck?
AT mine?
Just a transport truck. I guess it timed out.
Interesting. So a bombing run is incoming for ESPT here. It looks like it's on a garrison. It should take down that garrison that was just in front of. Either that's a garrison or an OP. Yeah, I think it was.
It looks like an OP. Well, I don't know if there was a garrison, but the circle are down to 2 garrisons now. One of them's backed by Marshtown.
Right.
They have to get their SLs out there and build them up. Otherwise, your OPs go down. Where are you gonna spawn now? You're gonna
Yeah.
be back in HQ trying to run up.
Oh yeah. So I will say that the Tiger is over here in C7 for ESPT. The opener P4 it should be 6 pucks tank crew. They are still alive in the same spot, but I think they're kind of just holding that northern front door. You can see Mappage trying to work their way on the map here, but the circle are, I mean, it's they're basically contained within the E column and the 4 column, and that's not very good. I mean, they have the option to go all the way to right spawn and like kind of reflank this Gary, right?
Yeah. So like we were talking about earlier, they're kind of getting wrapped right now. You know, ESPT's flexed well to St. Mary, and they're kind of pushing up that main red road area.
Right.
Um, and we kind of, you know, looking at my map, we have Alpha for the circle coming up just by himself. That way he can set up his OP and kind of push off of that himself. But they definitely need to put like at least one more out there to kind of help push that down.
It does look like
Yeah,
we
right
have a Luke's that might be diving. Maybe it's out of ammo.
Yeah, so that's very common. Like if you're low on ammo, or you sense that like, hey, we just killed their heavy, or we, you know, killed their heavy and medium. They have no proper tanks up. Let's just push this forward, gain ground, and try and get our guys to better positions.
Yeah. So I mean, just looking in front of me, you could see the circle are there. You know, I think if they had that first heavy, they might be able to like have a better push down this frozen road. But this Luke's is just walking in, bro. He's trying to
Yeah,
burn spawns.
and man, if he just went right a little bit, he could be burning those spawns. We'll see if. Oh, Cheese just missed his rocket on that. It looks like it's already injured, so if he can land one rocket, maybe he can take it out.
Yeah, you could see
No,
Arnie.
he missed it.
Arnie's coming in with AT, maybe trying to look for it. Let's see who's actually in that tank. That should be Sergeant Fupa and Amir Cat. A lot of things going on. 1 hour 13 minutes, still going good. We do have Joe from ESPT solo recon tank going on map edge right here. I've seen that in pub games before, but what do you think about it in Kharkov? I mean, it's
Yeah,
almost
so
like
this
us
is
like sending like Taco, like, hey man, could you just sit on this hill and just kind of like just fuck shit up?
yeah, absolutely. So this hill in particular, this is kind of what I was talking about earlier, is that if you get a lineup on the left-hand side, this hill just has such great views into the rest, and especially like when they were still fighting over St. Mary,
Yeah.
you're shelling across with that. It's a really good elevation. Obviously, it can be, you know, seen out from other places. But yeah, where you just have a single recon, that's where you put them. Just have them shell from a distance.
I think both teams are doing pretty well for themselves. You know, one side is giving this hand, and the other kind of just responds immediately with the counter. So it's been pretty entertaining to watch, especially with like the truck snipes and stuff. But me personally, I would hate playing Kharkov in a
Oh yeah,
comp game. I mean, even
oh yeah.
though I play artillery and I love Russian artillery, but I don't know. I don't think it's very enjoyable.
It's definitely you're relying on your tanks to kind of clear some paths. And there's, you know, funnel locations that your infantry can go through, like the creek beds.
Right.
Um, you know, the white uniforms are going to help a little bit, but not that much. So
Not too much. You see Poyo on the sniper, corporate slave, still working that Whammo side as he's trying to set up an OP for Bitter Spring here. Do want to look over here. So we've got Hellfish. He's MG. MG, you can see the AT gun in front of us, but this is that hill, right?
yeah.
For the circle side, where there was a shot that came this way.
Yeah, so back up behind those, they have their light back up there. Just a
Where's it at?
solo individual.
Am
The
I tripping?
very top left corner, you can see one.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is almost acts like that what Joe's doing, right? You just send one guy with kind of like good game sense, like, hey, like,
Yeah.
just
And
go
just,
fuck shit
you know,
up.
shell them from a distance. And this is really just, you know, Russians get this hill, which is great. But as a tanker who's played this map
Yeah.
from the Axis side, you can see these AT guns from a mile away, and just take them out yourself. And everybody who's played this map knows that that hill is just so good when it comes to the elevation gain you gain from
Oh
it.
no,
So.
Spitfire's gonna get this Gary. So they have what we were talking about earlier. The circle, they recognized this, they made a Gary and started pushing them out. So this is very good, but you could see on the map, like they're just brute forcing their way in right now. They're starting to bring up the tanks. They only have one heavy, two heavies making their way.
Okay, and I'm seeing one heavy on Bitter Spring for the circle, and then they have another one spawned that they're bringing up right now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that the circle, they've lost this kind of trench system. It's gonna be hard for them to get back because it's literally just all open field.
Yeah, and this is what makes this map so rough, especially this lineup, is that as Axis, you get that trench on the west side, and you get into their side on the creek bed, and it's just so hard to push off of because you have elevation gain and you have, obviously them pushing into you. So it's easier to defend than it is to attack, really.
Right.
In traditional sense.
Let's go ahead and take a look at both maps here. Atrocity. What you got going on? On my map, you could see all the fucking OPs. You could see the heavy. Looks like Epcot's Tiger is pushing up map edge.
Yeah, so we pointed out they finally got this garrison up in the F2 region, and they're pushing off of it with a couple squads and got a couple OPs up. This is good. Obviously, they need to push that out and try and encircle them again. It's going to be rough because of just how pushed back they are. And they got their IS trying to combat that Tiger up on hill, but he's in just such a defilade that it's going to be rough looking up. And once they get that second Tiger up there, hopefully he doesn't get double tapped. Hopefully he plays safe.
Oh yeah. So we've got one medium, the Tiger. We've got another Tiger going up on the high side. We'll go back and take a look over here. It looks like ESPT, they're making a lot of room here.
Oh yeah.
This IS is really close to SLs. You can see artillery is hitting just in the sweet spot right there against the circle. But I mean, they've got a squad over here. They've also got Wazlov on the very outside, but not too many people. So these guys, I don't know if they recognize that there's people in this frozen river right here. As you can see.
Oh, and ESPT's Tiger on the hill on the west side just got hit once. Backing off. Looks like it was a barrel shot. Yeah.
Like some X tank squad.
It looks like that IS for circle in the front is just getting pushed back by infantry.
Do they have another heavy coming up anytime soon?
They do. It's back by the garrison on Marshtown, just kind of below the hill of the windmill.
I think Bonzi got a
honestly
satchel on this IS.
Yeah. That's unfortunately they were kind of pinned there with the Tiger on the west side holding them down. They definitely needed to back out of there. As a driver, you're trying to just keep that building in between you. It's kind of rough because, like I said, you got that defilade you're working in. Everybody can just kind of pen you from the sides.
Yeah, they were just sitting right here. They had the ESPT guys right there. So if he would have backed up, that Tiger would have got the first shot at it. You see the long range shots too, going towards the windmill here, taking out the AT gun. I think the light tank is still there, but Caprock is coming in for ESPT here, as ESPT are gonna drop a bombing run on the north side of the hard cap. Oh,
yeah, and with that bombing run, oh, that's so many kills. Did they get the garrison? Yeah. So assuming there was a garrison there, that's gone now, and they're just gonna flood the point.
It's a very nice bombing run from Cryo there, as he is commanding ESPT's side today.
The circle is tossing in a Katyushka strike.
Yeah.
Don't really expect
Fifty.
that to do much because they aren't really great,
Right.
and they just don't really have much to push off of there. But you do have some individuals just kind of wrapping on the side. No real big push with that though. So
Katusha, I mean, if you have it, you gotta try it, right? I don't think it's
Yeah.
it's not as much as the bombing run, right?
I can't speak on that. I don't play
So,
Commander,
yeah.
so I would hope not, because that would be rough if it's the same price.
Looks like we got a really nice satchel here onto this little compound in front of us. That should take out the OPs, right? For that were remaining, but
Yeah. So with that flip, they just lost those OPs right there on the Bitter Spring corner.
yeah.
And so now we see just everybody flooding back in, replacing their OPs,
Oh,
trying to get
man.
good pushes again.
Yeah, so this is tough, man. You could see the spread of both teams as we kind of zoom around. There are people over here. I forgot what this is called. Is it called Lumberyard or something? No, it's called something else.
In the middle there?
Yeah,
Let
just
me
right here.
check.
It's just north of St. Mary. I forgot this compound, but it's another second point. So this is gonna be key for them to hold.
Lumberworks, yeah.
Lumberworks. Realistically, from Marshtown to Bitter Spring, it's just fucking open field, and if
Yeah.
the circle is down on tanks, I don't think there's no way for them to do it unless they just build immense amount of AT guns to just take out their tanks. I mean, it's definitely possible.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it right now. Fortress is set up on the back. You know, he's a
Very good MG.
pretty well-known MG in the scene, and he's just murdering everybody trying to cross that field. You do have some that kind of got into that tree line, but unless you got tank superiority, just pushing across open fields like this is not going to end well.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty rough here. I mean, you could probably shoot like artillery smoke, but it's the way artillery smoke is now. It's probably not even worth the munitions.
Oh no. And they're looking good for their resources on this side, so I mean technically they could do that, but honestly what you should be doing is just taking some of those guys, you know, set up MGs, enough people to kind of cover everything, and shifting them over to the east side.
Right.
Push down the main road area where you got elevation, fight them off, and just gain your ground that way.
Yeah. Again, I want to thank Atrocity for being here and co-casting with me. I really do appreciate his perspective on this. And everybody else that's watching, you guys are watching ESPT versus the Circle on Kharkov. So it's been pretty interesting. We're at the 101 mark. If we take a look at both maps right here, you guys can kind of get a feel of like what's been happening and like what's going on with both teams. You could see ESPT, they're just trying to choke them out. They're going straight north from Lumberworks and controlling that high ground. So then, I mean, if the Circle spawns people in on the right HQ, that's way out of sector.
Yeah, and they have one squad lead coming from that side, and that's honestly, you know, now that you've lost that main road area, that's what you got to do. You got to get somebody in on the side to kind of help fight that off. Otherwise, their garrison there to fight it is E2, and that's down in a dip. So you're just getting shot at from above, and that's rough.
Yeah. So the Garys will eventually start to move up here, as you can see Cryo dropping supplies here and there. But right now, ESPT, they're just holding for what they can. As we get back over here, you can see Source Code himself getting annihilated right in front of us. But they're right here, Atrocity. The infantry are right here. It's unfortunate that they don't have armor support.
Yeah, they definitely need that. They're making some good headway here in the middle. Yeah, just they got to get into the cap and try and do something.
This is a man that's gonna prevent you from even thinking about crossing this, bro. Like, look at that. His headgear already tells you how long he's been playing this game. But I mean, that's just smart though. You know what I'm saying? Like, why commit like 3 or 4 guys to holding that edge when you could just get one really good MG to just do it? You know?
Yeah, and that kind of separates, you know, great teams from everybody else, right? Is that they know how to flex their infantry well. You know, hey, let's focus on this sector first, like, you know, mid cap. You know, let's take that. Let's not worry about St. Mary, and then flex everybody over there and just push up that side and kind of wrap around them.
Right.
Straight lines are really just people love straight lines because obviously you don't have to deal with all this extra, and especially straight lines on map edges.
Right.
That's super nice, just super easy.
You could kind of see too that the tanks are playing pretty conservative right now. I mean, they're up 4-1, so there's no need for them to push. But I mean, eventually, once they start getting more control of this side of the map, then there's only like one side that they could really come without the enemy tanks can come without really being seen or spotted. Because if they come on the right side of the map, all these SLs are gonna mark it. They're like, oh, there's a recon tank or an IS flanking you on the east side.
Yeah, and I just can't imagine Circle spawning an IS on the right HQ just to flank with it.
Yeah.
They do have one back here again, kind of on Marshtown, just down the hill from the windmill. I mean, trying to anchor, see what he can about getting a pick of a tiger or whatnot. What I would like to see is ESPT push a tank up like the right side, kind of where they're controlling with their infantry.
Oh my god, so
And you're gonna have oh, go ahead.
Sorry, you could see Arnie out of his tank spawning for him, as his tank is just right there on the middle of the screen. He's about like 25 meters away, or like just trying to look for that tiger. I don't know, at this angle, could you see?
And they do have one shot on the tiger. You know, not really sure why the tiger's just out there in the open. You could be playing them on Bitter Spring if you really want.
Yeah, you could see right there.
You know.
Oh my god,
Yep.
So
Tiger goes down.
Arnie's tank crew does take down the tiger that was driving in the open field.
Yeah, so I think that was kind of a misplay there with that tiger. I don't know really what they were hoping to do with that. I think it would have been better utilized, like I said, going up that middle road and just kind of helping their flank wrap around better.
Right.
Because Circle, like I said, Circle's not going to be spawning ISs on the right HQ at all.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about your right side from tanks. And if it's infantry, well, you already have control of that with your imp, so...
Oh my god. I don't think they know that Rupert's on the windmill. Does Mario already know? Nah, he's just looking. He's out there RPing, bro. He's like, where's the tanks?
This is yeah, this is how your snow maps go. You know, Foy, I remember going against Core, you know, a year or so ago when they were still up, and you just had the SLs just binoculars all the time while the regular infantry pushed.
You could see Commander Joe Bethers of TL just out here looking too. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if you watched the VOD from the FLC match, but that's what Yamamoto was doing from the bell tower on on SMDM, and I mean, hey, he's gotten the P strikes. If you're on the high ground, you could see more, right? Rather than relying on a flare or a recon plane. But
They got some patience being able to just sit there. I mean, that's what you want your commander to do. You don't want your commander on the front line, so.
No, of course. They're actually working this side. They're. It does look like ESPT. They're just kind of overloading this middle zone right here. You could see the numbers. They're just holding this right now. Maybe they're
Yeah.
waiting for the third tiger to come up, but I mean they don't have to push out from the hard cap. They could just hold it right there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, you just hold that side, and like I said, you just flank from the right. That's where the tiger would have been great. You just come in, shell them, push even harder, and you know, end it quicker, I guess.
Yeah, they've got AT guns set up. I mean, from the east side going into Marshtown, there's a lot more dips. So, elevation where like if a tank shooting you or MG shooting you, you could just kind of get into one of these frozen rivers and just crawl up. Like you can see Kale right now. He's going for alter ego. Let's see if alter ego is smoke. Oh. Bro, everybody's just using their binoculars. This is smart though. So should we assume that playing Kharkov in a comp match, it's gonna be quite a bit of binoculars, huh?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You got so many spots that you got elevation. Just pull out the binoculars, get your s'mores going, just kind of sit down and relax.
See, blue was able to kind of go up this little forest area. ESPT, they have lost this windmill OP. You can see Maori trying to work his way up there. But man, this must suck, bro.
Yeah, so anybody who's ever been in a position where you're just kind of on, you know, 1 point and it's in that bowl, they know how this feels. They know it's really rough to kind of to push out from this position without dying 1,000 times.
Oh yeah.
Looks like Circle's still playing really defensive. I don't want to say really defensively, but they're playing well with their IS. They still have it up. They're keeping obviously infantry off of it, so that's always good.
Yeah.
They just.
I mean, Arnie, the IS was getting shot from the hill. So I'm over here at the IS. I know it's gonna be very choppy on your side, but could you go find and see where he's getting shot from?
It looks. I'm trying to see. I see the one tiger on hard cap on Bitter Spring, but I don't think that's what's hitting him. I can't imagine he has a good angle on that.
All right.
No, it looks like he's seen just the straw dunes.
So 3 tigers up for ESPT here. It does look like they're trying to get a mappage garrison kind of in the Frozen River area, just south of the windmill there. But that windmill is kind of a death trap because I think most of the tanks are going to be looking over there, right?
Yeah, so it's just, you know, you're on the downhill slope there. I guess if you want to look at it from ESPT's side, uphill, is that there's just not much to hide behind on it. You're out in the open. There's really not much to do from that position unless you're up in the windmill itself.
You could see a lot of people there, like nothing too fancy. It's literally just little small bushes and crawling in the open field to kind of get some kind of ground. It's crazy. I'm gonna go over here and kind of check out this little wooded area. I mean, what's your take on the Allies Russian faction loadouts in comparison to Axis? I know Axis, in my opinion, is always like the most OP. It's like they got the STG, MG42.
Yeah, so like Axis infantry alone, just level 6 Gewehr's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's strong. Every time I play Russians and I have to use the SVT, I probably miss more shots than if I was using the Garand or the Gewehr or something like that. I don't know what it is. It just feels like I could be bad, or it could just be the fact that the hit reg for that gun in particular is just not great. So
There is something going on back here. Oh my god, there's Beastly Evan. Atrocity, I want you to keep an eye on Beastly Evan here while ESPT is damn near in the left HQ. So I'll take a look. They're actually making
Beastly
way.
Evan went down.
He did.
And he did not get anything up, unfortunately.
No,
they have supplies there, but Epcot Tiger got out of his tank and killed him, so.
Oh, nice. All right, so it does look like they have four tigers up now. Joe is bringing up a tiger by himself this time, so their fuel is pretty good. Maybe he's swapping out with one of the tankers, but I think ESPT's infantry alone is making work right here. They're making way for themselves, especially on this east side. Like, I don't know if you look at my map, Atrocity, like this doesn't look good for the circle. Like,
no, so I'm watching KO here just sitting in mid HQ shooting everybody off spawn.
Right.
You know, ESPT's pretty much got control of their mid HQ. It's just the RD guy back here doing his own thing.
Right.
You know, if ESPT really wanted to end this, you pull a tiger over here and you just push all these dudes into point.
Oh yeah.
Leave a couple back here just to get it so once you start cap, they get all the people filtering in. But
do they have any IS? Like, how's the fuel situation looking for?
So it looks like they have one IS, two ISs up. They still have that one on Marshtown on the west side, and then they have one kind of sitting back just right behind Marshtown, just right outside their HQ. And then they have 600 fuel right now, so they could get another one up.
Another nice bombing run from Cryo there. Looks like that does take out a garrison.
Yeah, so Circle does not have any garrisons up right now, so that's.
Oh my god, let's take a look
that is
at
not
real quick.
a good thing. Yeah.
So a very good intel for Cryo there as he takes down the last remaining Gary. Marshtown is still okay, but I don't know for how long.
Yeah, so they got a garrison back up, but yeah, it's kind of like right in that little ditch.
Right.
Let me kind of look at this. I know you have the map up, but is it in the ditch?
Peace Strike is coming up right now.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, and it missed this back IS.
Oh,
so it's injured, but yeah.
I mean, he has a rep station right there, so. So this eastern push, I don't know what happened to it, but it's been completely wiped. The OPs are still there, like SA and G, but there has been a Tiger that's been moved up that's trying to pressure this solo tanker right here. Let's see. Oh, what are you building, my guy? There's people there. No, what's going on, dude?
And I can imagine that this house probably got satcheled, right?
Bro, what is he building?
Oh, no,
is he
there we
lagging
go.
out? Oh, he built, no. Oh, no. So nothing too fancy, does get the satchel on. That is a solo tinker.
Yeah.
Yeet is the last remaining, so. Man, it's.
And with this, the other, oh well, actually I won't even say that. I was gonna say the Tiger can push in, but you got an IS kind of like back behind him down at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah.
That can kind of hold off that Tiger from pushing too hard, but you know, now you don't have an IS helping cover that area as well.
Oh, he doesn't have enough depression, does he? Oh, he doesn't. It's not. He doesn't see him. Oh, the Tiger misses first shot, and the IS is shooting infantry. What's going on? Hello?
Is this IS even shooting? I haven't. Oh, did he just hit that tree?
I think he's Is he dumping HE? Oh, he doesn't even see the Tiger.
Oh no.
He's shooting
He's
infantry.
shelling windmill. Oh, and you got a wait,
And
Rick.
a Rick. A Rick from the Tiger. That is Sergeant Fupa's. Oh, he doesn't know where the Tiger's at.
Wow.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
trees can block your vision pretty well in this game. And they, rounds like to clip tree branches.
Yeah.
We all know the fun stuff about tanking in this game.
44
That's just
minutes
real
left.
unfortunate.
Atrocity and ESPT. They're overloading the right spots. They're just making the very conservative tank plays and just working as a team to kind of push this area. You can see those OPs that are within the hard cap, plus that airhead with 2 Tigers. I think this should be ESPT cap, but I mean, you never know with
Yeah.
these seasonal games. Cap Progress is going to ESPT, a big spawn wave coming in, but doesn't even matter. Cryos already marked it, so you can see him out in the distance too. He does. I don't know if he's seeing it or if Clownface is marking it, but do they have like reinforce or anything?
Yeah, they have a reinforce up. They just got to get guys into the cap,
Right.
and that's hard. ESPT's got 2 Tiger tanks pushing. They got their infantry obviously flooding the cap, so
You can see the lone IS in the back there, but I don't think he sees Tiger, but it's a very good showing from ESPT. Oh, was that? That was a tank? Oh, that was a repair station?
oh, is that a precision? What did that hit? Just the house?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. The Tigers are pushing in. Cap progress is down near 90%. But
Yeah.
I could probably safely say, Atrocity, that ESPT will take this 5-0. What about 41 minutes, 42 minutes left?
Yeah, that was really strong push from them. They never let up the pressure throughout the entire game, and they always had the circle guys on the back of their feet, on their heels. So
Yeah, I mean, shit. You look right here, like Eric Hartman's, Jonas, Itsuku, Funny Aim, 1800 CE just with the 4 guys. You could see the take squads, 1500 Epcot's, Sergeant Fupa. I think they came in, they played very well. Even the circle, their opening, they had somewhat of map control on both sides. They kind of just matched each other.
yeah, so circle really started off well. Sending guys to St. Mary, maybe not needing that many guys to St. Mary. I don't know the map too well, so I can't really speak on whether that left mid is Axis or Russian sided.
Right.
Losing trucks is never a good thing though, and it
Oh
looked like they
no.
lost that mid truck. So, yeah.
It's a very good game for ESPT. GG's to the circle, as they are not eliminated, but they will go into, I think, kind of like their last chance mode. But I mean, it was a pretty good game in my opinion. Like, it's unfortunate that ESPT, the circle's tanks couldn't stay up as long as they'd like to. But
Yeah.
sometimes that's just how the game goes.
They had some of their tanks last quite a while. I'm surprised that the recon at the start lasted that long, being up on the open field.
Right.
Um, don't really see much Kharkov except for this weekend, so kind of learning where everybody's playing their opener tanks
Yeah.
is definitely an experience. You know, me personally, I've never seen somebody play where ESPT put their medium tank at the start.
Yeah.
I don't play the medium off the start, so I can't speak on that either. But
Yeah.
hey, maybe it's a good spot. Obviously, it stayed up, so
Yeah. It did stay up
yeah,
for quite a while. But we're gonna wrap this up. GG's to ESPT as they get another win. They are the number one ranked seed for the upper side. The circle coming in the fourth seed on this stage, but again, they are not out. They still have another team to play in the following week. But I hope you guys enjoyed the kill feed. If you guys want to play it personal or do it for streams and stuff, just go hit up discord.gg/the-circle. Just hit up their Discord. They have all the information there. Thank you, Excel and Source Code, for helping me out with the cast today, and Kenderick making sure I get everything set up. But and Atrocity, man, I appreciate you. Any last words before we head out of here?
No, it was fun.
First cast, man. I wish it was a 90-minute, bro.
It was fun. Yeah, I wish it was too. Maybe if you get
another one.
Get one. I would have loved to watch 82nd DC. That's gonna be a good one.
Yes. There are other games going on today. One of our buddies, Wix, is casting WTH versus Sin. So if it's still going on, I will rate it. And then DC versus 82AD on Hill 400. That's being streamed by Das Altberg. So again, thank you guys for watching. Atrocity, it's a pleasure. We're gonna have you for a full 91 next time.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I hope you guys like the dual cam, because if I get a chance, I'm gonna do it, just to be fair. And I will damn sure show every opener in every one of my casts. I'll tell you that. So you can't take my freedom. But thank you guys, and have a great Sunday. And Atrocity, let's go hang out.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. See ya. Bye bye.